Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, all right. Welcome back, kids. We're live. We are back in action after a bag full of tricks in week 6. We're back to make our picks and get our NFL fixes. Week 7 is now in the mix. Welcome back for another edition of the Third and Three podcast presented by the Sports Column and brought to you by Reebok. Go to thirdandthreepodcast.com. We'll take care of you over there. All you got to do is click on the link on the Third and Three. Go right to Reebok. Click over there, pick from one of the many awesome items they got, discounted prices. Plus, we got Meatworks, we got Beer Drop, thirdandthreepodcast.com. That's where you got to go. Right, Nikki?
That's where you got to go.
That's the place to be. How you feeling today, girl?
Well, I feel friggin' fantastic. My Giants are 5-1.
Yeah.
I haven't felt this good about this team in like 10 years, so feel great.
Starting the season, if we would have came on, and hey, it was up to Mom, obviously family of the show, family in real life. If we would have came on, D, there's no way that we would have said the Giants have a better record than both the Saints and the 49ers going into week 7.
I don't know if it's ever happened where Nikki's team has won and both our teams lost.
Sick.
I don't think that's ever happened before. So I'm happy for Nikki. I'm glad that she's able to enjoy this time. Because, like I said, the Giants are definitely overdue. So hopefully the 49ers and Saints are able to turn it around and make some of the season. But if not, I'm happy that Nick is getting to enjoy this.
There you go. There you go. And she picked Brian Daboll for Coach of the Year. That's looking great right now. He is most definitely the front runner. So Nikki prophesizing all over the place, doing a wonderful job with that. Love it. Yeah, I mean, all New York teams, including Buffalo, who's really the only team who plays in New York. I mean, if you add all three of them up, what do they have? 3 losses between them? But Buffalo's 4-1. Then you got the Giants who are 5-1, or they're both 5-1, excuse me. And then the Jets are 4-2. Red is amazing right now. I don't know. People are flipping out all over the place. So you know me, I have a lot of Jet and Giants fans, and they are very, very happy. They're extremely happy. There are a lot of teams who are not happy, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes over here. But I am Jason Fearman, the Sports Prophet, coming at you, ready to roll. Week 7, here we go. We got Freaky Fantasy Football Draft coming up in a bit, our best bets. We'll talk a little bit about last week, but we're really focused on Thursday Night Football, Sunday, Monday. We're going into Week 7. We're ready to do it. Just really quick neighborhood news, a couple of things, guys. Carson Wentz out. Maybe a spark for Washington, Damian, with Taylor Heineke in there back. And I think that's kind of a good thing for fantasy football if you have Terry McLaurin, because they had a really good combination. And I've been missing that. Haven't been getting that with Carson Wentz this year.
Yeah, it might be a good thing fantasy football-wise, but outside of that, I don't see a change in fortunes for Washington. There's much more wrong with that team outside of Carson Wentz. Wentz definitely has not been great, but it's a lot more than just him. So I don't think Taylor Heineke, T. Henny, as I call him, is going to be the savior for him.
if he deserves that. And of course, Brent, what's up, man? Yep, she is coming for my title. She deserves it right now. She does. Making beautiful predictions on the show.
You know what I don't like, though? This always happens with, I feel like, New York teams. Like, now everybody wants to be a Giants fan. Now everybody wants to be a Jets fan. You were not here during all the pain, during the 10 years of crap. So you don't get to, like, enjoy it. So I'm sorry. No.
That's right.
Especially, what's her name? Kimberly Anderson. What a clown she is.
Kimberly Martin.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah,
Talking about the Giants should tank last week. And then this week, she's like, guess who's 5-1? If you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw I retweeted. It's pinned to my Twitter still.
You did.
Because she's a clown. And so is mainstream sports media.
You called her out big time. Clown is right on that part. I respect her. She does a great job. But, sometimes you can act foolish, just like 3 coaches in the AFC West. We thought that was going to be the best division in football. But you can't do it when Nathaniel Hackett is the head coach, Brandon Staley is the head coach, and Josh McDaniels is the head coach. Though Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes got this thing no problem again. I don't know why I was so stupid to think that the Chargers and Brandon Staley, Damian, can actually win this division over Kansas City. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you on idiot lane. I picked the Chargers to win this division as well, and I doubled down on being an idiot picking Brandon Staley to be coach of the year. So that's definitely some crawl I'll be eating all year on that pick. But oh my God, that Monday night game, Denver. If Denver's good for one thing, it's an ugly game. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, ugly, sloppy. It's not going to be fun. No doubt about it. No doubt. But but Courtney getting in over here for you, Nikki. Yes, major congrats. Also in fantasy, doing your thing. Yep, holding it down. That's what you do.
It scares me because Nikki's been struggling in fantasy this year.
Yeah,
and that might be the turning point. It might next thing you know, he goes on a 5-game win streak.
I got her early though.
I got her when she was struggling in both our leagues that we're in.
Yeah.
So yes, this is what happened to me last year. It was like the first 4 or 5 weeks were so rough, and then all of a sudden I won 8 in a row.
Yeah, that's what happens. You look, just like in the NFL, you catch fire at the right time, you go right into the playoffs, and take care of business, man. That's
Courtney's right. He can't ever beat me. I'll have the worst year, and then Courtney comes along, and it's I have a career day.
Oh man. Well, I can see I'm still having the same problem. I'm putting up a whole lot of points, but my opponent is putting up more, and I think I'm 2-4 now with a whole bunch of points, but it doesn't matter. It's what your record says your record is, like Bill Parcells says all the time.
Right now, undefeated in Jason's league.
You are, dude. I know. I was going to say that.
Yeah,
nice turnaround
from last
year. Yeah, nice turnaround from last year, without a doubt. Looking pretty good, but we got a long way to go, bro. A long way to go. Watch out.
We do. I can't get too cocky, but it's definitely in all my leagues. I'm doing a lot better than I was last year for sure.
Well, drafted well, my friend. Absolutely. You know who drafted well years ago? The Buffalo Bills drafted well. So did the Chiefs when they got Patrick Mahomes. So did Baltimore when they got Lamar Jackson. Who's the MVP of the league right now? I mean, I'm putting you guys on the spot, I know, but who would you think? Nikki, I mean, is Jalen Hurts in the conversation? What do you think?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, they are undefeated. I don't know. MVP right now? I'm not ready for that.
I say we got to start having that conversation. It is that time. We're getting week 7 now. It is. It's getting to that time.
Yeah. People want to know.
Yeah, my pick right now would be Josh Allen. But if you say Jalen Hurts, I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't argue against it. But Josh Allen, what he's able to do, and some of the victories he has so far, excuse me, just absolutely amazing. And he has those highlight plays that you look at as those signature MVP type plays. You do a quarterback sweep. Not only does he shake a defender, then he hurdles a guy, goes out of bounds. Stuff like that is just absolutely ridiculous. I would go Josh Allen, but I have a close 1B or 2 Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and I got a close 1 A, B, C, if you want to call it, in Patrick Mahomes. But I do agree with you on Josh Allen for all the reasons you mentioned. So I don't have to go any further with that. Allen, I think that he may be the most important player to his team next to Lamar Jackson, but Lamar is not doing the MVP stuff right now, and they're losing games.
Can't hold on to games or can't close them out.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, they get these 17-point leads and they lose it. And speaking of on the other side, the Giants, who came back and won that game, they've been down 10 points 3 times this year and came back and won. That's very impressive. That's coaching. That's determination. That's not giving up. Very, very important. It's really great stuff. Very, very what a coach can do when they come in is just absolutely amazing.
Coaching is everything.
Coaching in the NFL especially. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
It matters a lot.
Courtney saying Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts for MVP. Yep, they're both up there. And you're asking, being live, if you can come on the show Saturday on Courtney's show.
Yes, I can.
Putting her right on the spot. No problem. Oh, man. All right, so let's get to our gutsy call and our putsy play. And there's quite a few to choose from. But let's encompass all this. And we actually texted about it a little bit on Sunday, the truth be known. Damien, you tweeted out, texted out a couple of things. And because there's a lot of shit to pick from. But the Jaguars at one point, they're up 21-19 in the game. They decided to go for it on 4th and 1. They missed to give the Colts the opportunity to come back, which they did, a little bit later. And then D, you made the call on third and 13, where, Indy is down 27-26. All they need is a field goal. You think, all right, let's try to get 7-8 yards up the middle for a field goal kicker. No, they throw a bomb to Alec Pierce, who Nikki, of course, was loving in the beginning of the year. Maybe it's his coming out party now. Yeah. Damn, gutsy call right there. Great throw, great catch, everything, D.
Yeah, no, I love that call, right? Because I definitely expect them to play it safe. I thought, okay, they're going to try to play it safe, kick the field goal for the win. And when I saw them go for the deep pass, I was like, oh. And it was funny because I was, at a bar watching the games, and the Saints game had ended at that point, and sitting next to a guy who's a Jaguars fan. He's like, oh, we're going to lose to a freaking field goal. And then they go and they throw it deep. He's like, oh, this is even worse. We get like this. And he was like, but I got to give up. He was, that's when I got the idea to text you, because he literally said, man, that was gutsy. And I was like, oh.
Is that right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all week right there.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, well, you should tune into our podcast. It might be the gutsy call of the week.
There you
go. So that's when I text you. It was a great call, and you have to love being aggressive within being intelligent, right? Because if they go deep right there and they don't get it, you still got the field goal. You still get to go, but you take that chance, you get the win, and now there's no doubt about it at all. So I love that call from the Colts.
Yeah, no doubt. And Nikki, it was all encompassing of the Colts having, a little bit of luck as well. And also Jacksonville messing it up again. Like I said, got on that 4th and 1, they could have punted or, whatever, you maybe tried a long field goal. I forgot exactly what yard line it was from, but Jacksonville, it seemed like they were going to win that game. And then, of course, Indy, bam, at the end. Wow. Really nobody saw that one coming.
I love a good gutsy call.
It was a hell of a gutsy call. And we got a putsy play, Nikki, that we could talk about in the game with your Giants game, where Lamar Jackson throws a pick with 3 minutes left to go. They're up 20-17 at that point, I believe it was. And then, of course, the Giants go down the field. They score a touchdown. They win the game. I thought that was a really bad call to begin with. But again, we know Baltimore. You know Baltimore very well. Your family knows Baltimore very well. They went for it. Again, just to me, again, the wrong move. Play defense. That's what you got to do. Rely on your defense sometimes. And again, Nikki, this time it didn't work out for your benefit.
It didn't work out, and I'm not mad at it. So,
got to be happy with that. Dee, were you all right with them going forward in that position, or were you thinking, all right, let's punt the ball and play some defense here with 2 minutes?
Because the Ravens. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the Ravens defense hasn't been that good. But in that particular game, they were playing well,
right?
And I thought that because they were playing well in that particular game, and it's not like the Giants. The Giants have been good, but their offense still isn't a juggernaut. So you're not thinking like, if we give it to the Giants, they're automatically going to go down and score. Sure. And it's not the Chiefs. It's not Buffalo. It's not one of those teams where you're like, okay, we can't give them the ball back. So for me, punt it, play defense. And then even if they do score, you get a chance to get the ball back. I didn't like that call at all.
Yeah, there you go. So I totally agree with you. And, we can have a couple of dishonorable mentions in there. Matt Eberflus, again, showing his rookie head coaching mistakes where he went for it on 4th and long when they were down 12-7 going all the way back to Thursday night with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. They had all 3 of their timeouts. They should have put Washington punted back. It was only 12-7. They could have get lucky on defense. And then, D, I know you love this one, man. Brendan Schuler or Schooler, I don't know, but he got schooled by Bill Belichick over there by trying to give him a freaking football. And Belichick's looking at this guy like he's from another planet. I was cracking up when I saw that, man.
Yeah, I was like, what was the rookie thinking? I know he's a rookie, but like you're presenting the ball to the head coach in the middle of the game. Like at least wait till after the game if you're going to do it. And even then, what's the coach going to do with it? Like you recover the phone. Okay, cool. Right. Like it's not something where the coach is going to like put this on his. He has all these trophies, all these championships. You think he's going to put that ball in his mantle?
Really? Like, he's run by a kicker, please. I mean, that was pure Belichick right there. I mean, that was him acting just as Bill Belichick acts.
That's the thing is, I think any coach in that moment is going to be like, yo, yeah, okay, thanks, but I can't do anything with this ball right now. I'm not going to hold on to it while I coach the rest of this game. Like, what do you like I said, the best case scenario for that is to wait till after the game. And even then, Bill Belichick, he's not going to do anything with that ball. Like, you keep it, bro. Like you made this big play, might be your first big play ever. You keep it, you hold on to it, and hopefully he makes a lot more plays down the line, and maybe just be a special memory to you, but it's not gonna be special to anybody else.
Nope.
Yeah, he was looking for his 15 minutes of fame, and it was 15 seconds of just horrible stuff. That was just awful.
Let's say 15 minutes of fame to 15 seconds of shame.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
That's well put. Thank you.
Sounds like a new segment.
Yep. It'll be stolen by tomorrow morning. We got 12 hours until they take that one.
People do steal content because I tweeted out, start spreading the news about the Giants and the Jets. And what do I see today? As Jay always says, that 4-lettered media outlet says, start spreading the news. And I'm like, we already tweeted this on Sunday. So where have you been?
Yeah, been there, done that. Thanks, guys. Ridiculous. All right, D, let's get to it. Bragging rights and crow bites before we get to our weekly picks.
Man, so this, if you're not familiar with this segment, this is where we get to brag about something we got right in the previous week or throughout the year, and also eat some crow on something that we got wrong in the previous week or throughout the year. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the bragging rights was very, very thin this past week. I feel like most people in the sports media game had a horrible week when it came to picks, and I definitely was among those people as well. So let's get the bragging rights out the way, because I feel like all of us, it probably took us a little bit to find those bragging rights. So Nikki, do you want to go first on bragging rights?
Sure. I was like digging through my notes from last week. Like, what the hell did I actually get right? I mean, I said New England would win, and that Stevenson's probably a good start for fantasy. That's about it, guys. I got a lot wrong.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
What about you, Jay? What are you bragging about this week?
Well, I can kind of piggyback off that because I did a fantasy sleeper before Sunday started, and a lot of them hit. I mean, this is bragging. So look, Kenneth Walker, I told you to play. I said play Darrell Henderson. I said play Brandon Ayuk. He showed up huge. I said play Dawson Knox, Robert Tonyan, Ramondre Stevenson was one of them. I even said play Alec Pierce, and that wasn't looking too good to the last play. But the biggest thing is, I'm much better picking against the spread than I am regular.
Me too. My against the spread is so much better than straight up. I don't get it.
That's how I have to do it from now on. I need to make my picks based off the spread because,
maybe Vegas we do that going forward. Can we just change the game? We're going into weeks. Yeah. Can we just pick against the spread going forward?
Maybe we should, because I hit another parlay this week. I told you, remember, I wanted to go big time with Cincinnati. They were only favored by 1. Yeah. They ended up beating the Saints by 4. You guys called me absolutely crazy that by taking Pittsburgh, getting 8 points against Tampa, they won the game outright. I did not necessarily see that happening, but it took the 8, and we all collectively agreed that we'd like Jags Colts under 42. That hit. So, the bank account again going up a little bit, man.
All right. Well, I say we pick against the spread going forward.
I think we should. I know I'm definitely better that way.
I'm better that way.
No, we definitely can look into that in the future of doing, against the spread just for our picks. And for the bragging rights, I didn't have much to pick from. I was one of those people that was wrong about Tampa Bay, and you were right about that for sure. Cincinnati beating the Saints. I picked against my Saints. I've felt it going in with our defense being beat up, Marshawn Lattimore not being there, and that was a huge part of that game. Jamar Chase at the end of the game going against Bradley Roby was the difference in that game, because he was able to break a tackle and go for a 60-yard touchdown, which ended up being the winning touchdown. If that's Marshawn Lattimore, maybe that doesn't happen. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, the Saints might lose this game. So I have to say, as much as I don't do it, I picked against my Saints and we lost. But let's turn it around to the Crow Bites, and I have so much to choose from for Crow Bites. But I'll stick with the Tampa Bay game. I was so wrong about that. I thought for sure Tampa Bay, this would be like a get-right game for them. They would be able to, play well against this Pittsburgh team that hasn't played well all year. Pittsburgh, not only do they play well, their starting quarterback gets knocked out. Trubisky comes in. They can still continue to play well enough to win. Tom Brady, instead of throwing tablets, is throwing his offensive line under the bus. So this game here, man, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that Pittsburgh did that. So I'll eat crow on that. And Pittsburgh fans, I'll eat crow on that. Now, I don't believe that this was going to lead to anything for you guys as far as playing better. But but I'll eat crow that Tampa Bay definitely was not the pick to make on that one. What about you, Jay? What are you eating crow on this week?
Yeah, I believe me, I certainly have things to pick from also, but I figured I would focus on one because I thought that the Green Bay Packers by now would have it together. I thought that Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon were going to be the focal point of that offense, and guys like, Watson, who I know was banged up, was going to step up. Now Randall Cobb goes out, Alan Lazard is back, but there's really not much else going on. And I'm certainly wondering now if Green Bay is, forget about winning the division, are they going to even be a playoff team at this point? And also the fact that you got to give credit to the Jets and the Giants. I mean, they beat them back to back, and the Giants came back and the Jets pounded them into oblivion, and the Packers at home. So I was dead wrong right now on the Packers, unless they can get it together, because I thought that they would be one of those teams that maybe even went to the NFC Championship. and played the Eagles to get to the Super Bowl. Right now, not looking good, bro.
No, they are not looking good at all. O-line not looking good. The defense, we all thought that defense was going to be very, very good this year.
Yeah.
And that defense doesn't look good. Like everything about them right now looks bad. And well, I'm shocked by that. I am shocked by that. What about you, Nikki? What are you eating crow on this week?
Oh, well, I think like maybe being in Chicago last week, I was just kind of like drinking it in because I went with the Bears. I don't know why I did that, but you know, it was just like, oh, I was seeing everybody walk to the stadium. I'm like, yeah, Bears got it, right? Like Washington's defense sucks. Like they're gonna get the passing game going. No. So I don't know what I was thinking. What are the Bears doing? Like, what are you actually doing over there? Like, I can't understand. This is like 1902 style football. Like, what is going on over there? I don't get it. And that Thursday night game was literally brutal. Why are we being subject to this? Like,
terrible. Like we didn't think it wouldn't get worse after what we saw with Indy and Denver, and then bam, that game happens.
Oh
no, the Commanders and Bears are like, oh, you thought that was bad? Hold my beer. They were ready to top that, or I guess bottom that, and be worse. And it was, oh man, that was horrible. But the thing is, the Bears weren't a bad pick. Honestly, the Bears should have won that game. How many trips to the red zone did they make without getting any points?
That's right.
Like, yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous what they were doing. The Commanders had to get that muff punt just to get the touchdown. Like, honest, everything went wrong for the Commanders to win that game. I picked the Commanders, and I don't even feel good about that pick, honestly.
Well,
you don't feel good about it.
12-7. What a joke. That's disgusting. Gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had 4 teams on a bye last week. We had the same thing this week. Let's give our team record update where we all picked 10 teams in the beginning of the season. We had our draft going. Nikki, you're still in the lead, 32 wins. I have 28, and D right behind me with 27 right now. So those are our team record updates. As far as week 6 goes, we all double locked. So no triple lock. So the double lock, that's pretty good. 2 out of 3. Nikki, 7-7. D and I tied at 8-6. So again, D, we have to split a victory again. Second time this year that happened.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm shocked that I even get the chance to split a victory the way I felt about it. Like it was such a rough week, man.
Very rough. I think we're lucky to go 8-6 and 7-7. To be honest with you, that's our crazy.
Yeah.
Brutal. It's brutal picking this year.
It is. It's been very hard.
I've had like 1 or 2 good weeks, but against the spread, much better. Like just weird.
Yeah, I think next week we can go with the spread, or at least incorporate the spread into your victory. Let's see.
I think I might. I got to redeem myself here. I can't have these shows where I'm giving out picks and I'm horrible at it. Like,
hey, hedge your bets on other shows. That's all. You know what?
Yeah.
I was right on that show, so we're all good. Anyway, all right, let's do it. Week 7 picks. Here we go. All right, let's do it. Oh man. Thursday.
I don't want to. It's like I don't know what to pick anymore or what to do.
Now I feel like looking at the spread instead of what I actually think is going to happen. But all right, and we're going to give it a go. Let's see. We have 4 more teams on a bye this week, like I said, and very good teams at that. The Rams. The Rams, the Bills, Vikings, and Eagles are all on a bye.
We got three very good teams and one team that should be good. That's not.
Yes, that's true. That's true. They're not. Yeah. Their offense is just not clicking right now for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Nope. And the Vikings up 2 games in the NFC North. My God. Wow. All right. Well, here we go. NFC battle with Damian. Your Saints going to Arizona to play the Cardinals. And I don't know. I think the Cardinals are favored by 1 point. If I last saw this one, 1 point or 1.5 points. So I think they like the Saints a little bit more. But what do you like this week? I know that you're not a big Cardinal fan. So this is maybe you get a lucky week for New Orleans.
Yeah, not a big Cardinals fan. Now, the Cardinals just traded for Robbie Anderson. They're getting DeAndre Hopkins back. So I know a lot of people are going to be picking them because of that. But the weapons don't matter if you can't aim them in the right direction. And Cliff Kingsbury cannot aim them in the right direction. So give me the Saints this week. I'll be in the house yelling for the Saints. So give me the Saints 28-21.
Wait, are you going to the game?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you are? Oh, yay. That's awesome. Oh, right. It's at Arizona. This is the one you're going to, right?
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Love it. All right. Definitely take some pictures, but love to see it. Love to see it. Try to get on the field, do some interviews, man. Let them know. 33 podcasts is here. Let them know what's up.
I'll try to jack somebody's credential pass.
That's it. all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Just threaten them very subtly and
Yeah.
be like, you know,
You know what? I'll ship you mine real quick. That JSM pass. Hey, you know, we look similar. Sorry for the Giants. Like
nice. And you guys look exactly alike, so that'll work out
exactly.
Like he went from a 5'3" white chick to a 6'2" black dude.
right.
You
guys are. You see that old movie Rush Hour with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker gives Jackie Chan his police badge. He goes, if anybody comes, just show me your badge. And he goes, and Jackie Chan goes, well, I'm not 6'1". Like that's the problem. You're not 6'1".
Yeah.
Oh, funny stuff. I love it. So Nikki, what do you think? Saints, Cardinals.
Oh my God. So I think that, let me see, what is the stat? So Arizona has not won a home game since October 24th, 2021. So if they don't win, I think they officially, that would be a year, right? Yes. Do math, Nikki. Yes. That's about a year without a home win. So like, I feel like I want to pick them, but I just feel like, I just feel like the Saints are going to pull it out. So I'm going to take the Saints 27-20.
Okay, I got a very similar score to you. I'm going 27-23. I think that Taysom Hill may have a big game over here, and somehow Andy Dalton's running the offense pretty decent. It's the defense that's been the weird thing lately. I thought the defense would be playing better, right? It's kind of strange. I know they're missing a couple of guys, but all right. And Dennis Allen, again, defensive head coach. Okay. 27-23. We all are on the Saints. How about the next game, AFC North Division, where the Cleveland Browns, who have definitely been underachieving lately, they got pounded by the Patriots and freaking Bailey Zappi, the third-string quarterback. What a mess that was. So they go to the Ravens, who are pissed off right now as all hell. I got to believe they take this game, but I think it will be close. I think Cleveland will stay in the game because of Nick Chubb. I'll go 26-23 Baltimore, Nikki.
The Cleveland run defense is like in a shambles. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like so terrible. What do I have here? Ravens 30, Cleveland 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can make this one a trifecta. So I'm going Baltimore as well. I agree with you guys. I think it's gonna be a close game. Cleveland, because of that run game and Baltimore's defense not being what it's been in their history. I'm going with Baltimore 27-21.
I really just can't stand looking at the number 17 as a running back. Kenyon Drake, please do me a favor and change your number. I'm begging you. The 17 just does not look right as a running back.
You know what's worse than that? Sky Moore wearing 24 as a receiver.
I know. That's so weird.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And then it's not like he has a receiver body where you just know he's a receiver. So he looks like a running back at times.
He does.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Or our eyes so trained that we see number 24 that we ultimately think that that's a running back, like that.
Running back or a corner,
Yeah, I think so. After all this time, right?
Yeah, we're just like trained that way. It is very strange seeing it. Number 24. That is definitely a new one. Wow. Okay. Well, he's in the lineup now. They're giving him the ball, which I like. They're starting to make him part of the offense. Yeah. They are. We'll get to their game in a little bit, but we're going to talk about the Bucs and the Panthers. And now the Bucs, who have been struggling, Damian, big time offensively, and their defense is struggling as a result of it. But they play the Panthers this week. So look, if you're going to get right, it's time to get right. I know the game is in Carolina, but does that really matter, bro?
This is what scares me. I thought last week was a get right game for Tampa Bay, and it wasn't. So that's what really scares me right now. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay, but I'm definitely not like solid on this. I'm going Tampa Bay 17-14.
Okay, so you expect a close game. I think Tampa's definitely. I just think that Carolina is so bad that Tampa will find ways to score this game. I'm actually going to lock it in. I know it's kind of weird because they've been playing so bad lately, but I'm looking at a lot of these games on the schedule, guys, and I don't see a lot that I'm really comfortable with right now.
It's not like a bunch of locks where you're just like, oh, I got this one. Like it's not any of those really.
It's not. It's really, really not. Maybe that's because 3 of the 4 best teams in football aren't playing this week. But yeah, Nikki, I'm going to lock in Tampa Bay this week, and I'm not feeling great about it, but they got to win this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have it 17-13, and I'm locking it too, just because there's not too many I feel so great about locking. So I do think that Tampa Bay finds a way.
No doubt. All right, so we're all on that. We all agree so far on everything, but I think that's going to change soon in these next few picks. But let's get to it. The Atlanta Falcons looked like a fucking Super Bowl contender against my 49ers last week. I had to watch
They did. What the hell?
I mean, Marcus Mariota played the game of his life. I mean, it was just unbelievable. They ran the ball. They played good defense. I had to watch that whole game and then go on my man Smitty's show, Smitty Sports Machine with Antoine, and talk about it, which was dreadful. But they have a great show, so I was very happy to be on it. But not because
Smitty's really good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, they're excellent. They're total professionals. Love them. So it was definitely an honor to be on their show, and it'll be reciprocated for sure. But so now they go play the Bengals this week, and the Falcons are riding a high, and Cincinnati is trying to get back to where they were. They're 3-3 right now. They got the potential to do it, Nikki. But the Falcons, they're scrappy. And don't forget, the week before that, they probably would have beat the Buccaneers if not for that Grady on Brady crime, which was bullshit. So I don't know.
Brady on Brady
crime. So what about the Falcons this week in Cincinnati? Do they got a shot?
Yeah, but the Falcons corners are injured. So I do think that Cincinnati is going to take advantage of that. What do I got here? 34-20. I like Cincy to cover the 6, and I am locking all of that in.
Yeah, that sounds like a lock to
bet
me.
and everything. Yep.
That sounds like a lock right there. That's a great point. AJ Terrell being out, he's not going to be able to cover Jamar Chase. That is a huge call that makes a hell of a lot of sense to Nikki, and a great point by her, Damien.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. So I definitely agree with that. I'm going to piggyback off of Nikki's knowledge and go with Cincinnati 24-17.
Okay. All right. And I got it 34-28. I think we will see some scoring in this game, but of course I got Cincinnati as well. All right. The Lions are coming back after just completely shitting the bed since week 2. It's been awful. But they're playing the Cowboys. Dak Prescott coming back this week unless some catastrophe befalls them. But, Dak is going to be back this week. Dallas defense obviously been playing great, but they ran into the juggernaut and they lost the game. So no more Cooper Rush. They lost to the Eagles, who, again, are just rocking it, killing it right now. So the Lions, their offense needs to come back some way, somehow. Amon-Ra St. Brown is healthier. I don't think DeAndre Swift is back yet. Got to get the ball to Reynolds. Got to see what Jamal Williams can do on the ground. But again, it's the defense that worries me. So I will take Dallas, but I think it'll be close because I don't think that the Cowboys offense is going to be quite there yet. And they're going to have to rely on the run a little bit more. And I'm sorry for being so long-winded, Nikki, but I will take the Cowboys 23-20.
That was a very long-winded way.
I know.
Cowboys.
Normally I don't do that.
24.
What score you got?
27-24.
For Dallas? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This one is a trifecta. No. I'm going with Dallas as well, 21-14, and this is my first lock.
Okay.
Oh, I was waiting. I'm like, when is D gonna lock?
Yeah, I know,
because
right?
the rest of these aren't exactly comfortable.
No, none of them. Like I said, there was no lock where I was just like, boom, this is it. Like none of them this week.
None of them feel good. One of them feels kind of good to me, and I'll tell you about it when we get to it. But we're not there yet. So let the picking continue as we go to Nikki's team, the New York Giants, 5-1. Oh God. But they play the Jaguars this week, who are definitely pissed off coming off that bad loss where they should have won in Indy. They were the better team that day. The game is in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's no slouch this year. We know that. But the Giants playing defense. They're running the ball well. Nikki, you got to be really proud of what you're seeing.
I am super proud of what I'm seeing. And I'm really pissed off at mainstream media. Like, keep on with the disrespect. And Vegas, what the hell are you doing? How are we? Like, I don't understand. How are we the underdogs? You know that Jacksonville has lost to NFC East team 18 friggin' times in a row. 18 times in a row. They have lost since week 6 of 2018. Okay, now granted, prior to that, when they did beat an NFC team, it was the Giants. But this is a different team. I don't usually pick my team, but damn it, I am this week. I'm going Giants 27, Jacksonville 23, and give me the Giants and the points.
All right. I love it. I love the confidence. And you know what? You should be. I mean, right now they're 4th in the NFL. Like, they're rushing for 163 yards a game.
Yeah.
I mean, Saquon is leading the league in total yards and rushing yards. Damien, comeback player of the year written all over it. Absolutely unbelievable. And before you make your pick, Amanda jumping in, she's Eagles all day, but she does have faith in the Giants. Hey,
right.
It's time to. But D, I know how high you are, how high you have been on the Jaguars. Do you think that they come back from last week and take care of business at home?
No, not only do I not believe in the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, I am locking in the New York Giants to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe in 2.5 years, this is my first time locking the Giants in.
I believe so.
Giants 20, Jacksonville 13.
Oh.
Well, looks like we're finally going to disagree on something, guys. I'm going.
Of course. This is the game you got to disagree on.
I feel like it's one of them trap kind of games for the Giants. And I never said, I can't even remember the last time I said trap game for the Giants, but it might be. On the road in Florida, I don't know what the weather's going to be like right now. It's actually like cold here for Floridians. It's 60 degrees and people are freaking out.
Get your sweaters, guys. It's 60 degrees. Cool. It was like 35 here this morning. All right.
That's the thing, though. Like when you're in a warm city and it gets to like 60, 50 degrees with a little breeze, it feels like 20.
It feels like 20. Oh, okay. I can't.
It gets so spoiled. Like when you get that little cold weather, it really hits you hard. You're like, oh my God, I'm so spoiled now. And you're like freezing and shivering.
Freezing and shivering at 60, 65 degrees. Okay.
It was like low 50s this morning. I walked outside, the teeth were chattering. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Bundle up, get your scarf. I mean,
lifelong New Yorker is spoiled now.
Yep. That's exactly right. Oh my gosh. I swear, and somebody asked me the other day, like, why wouldn't you want to move back to New York? I said, the weather. They're like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, the weather. That is it. That is the only reason. I can't stand the weather.
Yeah, weather and cost of living is why I wouldn't live in New York for sure.
Yeah, even though Florida's not getting any better, man. I got to tell you, jeez, it's really.
Everywhere is getting more and more expensive for sure. That's true.
It is, right? I know.
We're gonna move to Arizona, so get ready for us, Steve.
I'm saying, right?
Getting too expensive here.
Come on down. We have more than enough room for you guys.
I wonder what the cost of living in Tennessee is. I hear Nashville's a beautiful place, and that's where we're going for our next game, where Indy comes back. Indy's going into Tennessee to play the Titans. This is already their second matchup this year, so they'll be done playing. Tennessee swept them last year. They beat them the first game this year they played. I think they do it again. Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines are both practicing, so they should play. So we could see another battle between Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. Who's going to make more mistakes at quarterback, Matt Ryan or Ryan Tannehill? Wow, I got that right. Holy shit, Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill. Anyway, so good for me. Anyway, they always play close games, Nikki. So I'm going to do another close game over here. I'll take the home team, Tennessee, 27-24.
I'm not a fan of Tennessee. I'm a fan of Derrick Henry, but that's about it. Not Ryan Tannehill. I think Indy has a few more weapons, and their offensive line decided to wake up a little bit, so that's good. I'm going to edge to Indy on this one. Let me see. What do I have? I lost my spot. No, I have it 23-20. 23.
Okay, so we got a close game. All right, we both got field goal games, and D, you're going to give your answer. Ma saying she left for work at 6 a.m. It was 35 out, and all she had on was a sweater. I would have been bundled up. I would have had 14 turtlenecks on, so hats, gloves.
Yeah, both Nikki and her mama thugs. I can't do it.
Yeah. They're Jersey strong, man. They're Jersey strong. No
I can't do it. They about that way. I am not. But for this game, I'm gonna go with the Colts as well. I'm going 20-17. I think this division is going to get back to what we thought it was. The Colts aren't good, but this division isn't good. So I think it's going to get back to where we think the Colts are going to win a division, but come playoff time, no one's going to really believe in the Colts to do anything.
Yeah, I guess why would they? Why would they? Especially the way they're playing now. And we know that your daughter loves you, but believe me, I speak for Damien when you say we both love you, Ma.
No, for sure. Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yes, they're robbing banks together. So
that's right. I know. Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even think about it. He's like, no, I'm gonna rob a bank with Nikki's mom. Like, oh, cool.
No problem. We'll put it right on there for everybody to hear it too.
Yeah, I know, right?
We'll give you the time and location next week, folks.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Go live.
All right. I'm Lone Ranger on 2 in a row over here. Okay, let's see if it's going to be 3 in a row because those lonesome Packers, man, they go and play the Commanders. Who this could be the worst game of the week. Where
the Packers could be ugly.
Jesus Christmas. All right, the Packers, they got to get right, and they're on the road, but I don't really care. They're playing the Commanders. You would think, Damien, that they're going to win this game, but here comes Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, it's another one where normally this would be a lock, just like Tampa Bay game. Normally this would be a lock for me, but it's not. I got Green Bay winning 21-14, but I'm not super confident.
Neither am I, bro. I'm not super confident in this game, but I feel like I'm never locking in Green Bay again. I locked them in 2 weeks in a row for the Jets and the Giants, and I lost. So Green Bay is done being locked in. I do think they'll win this game. I think defensively they will make some plays, and just smarten up Mike LaFleur and Matt LaFleur, whatever your flicking name is. Sneak the ball to Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Let them do that. I know A.J. Dillon fumbled last week, but that is a rarity. That guy is built like a brick shithouse. Give him the ball. 30-18 Green Bay wins, Nikki.
Yeah, so didn't Aaron Rodgers say that he wishes the offense was like, what did he say, dumbed down a little bit? And then Matt LaFleur was like, I don't know what that means. Like, he's like a cancer. Like, he's toxic in an organization. Like, I just cannot stand this guy. But with that said, I do think they win. I think it's 30-17. And this is the last freaking time I am locking the Packers. And that's only because I don't have a lot of confidence in the rest of these to lock it. But this is it. I'm done after this locking.
Just to add something to what Nikki was talking about, it doesn't matter how simple an offense is if the offensive line can't block. Like, you can make it as simple as you want to make it. You still need time to make things happen. So for Aaron Rodgers to say, "Oh, we need to simplify the offense," I don't know if he was trying to protect the O-line and say, "Oh, maybe my coach can handle it. So let me just put the criticism on him and the light on him." Maybe that was it. And if that's it, cool. But, you know, there's I guess we're seeing two different approaches in the Bays, right? Tampa Bay, you got Tom Brady going straight at his O-line. In Green Bay, you got Aaron Rodgers trying to deflect the criticism from the O-line to the coach. So maybe we'll see which one works. What
would you guys do? Like, I'd just go right at the person.
I wouldn't do it the way Tom Brady did it on camera, but maybe you do it in the locker room if your O-line is sucking. Now, of course, if one person does have the credibility to do that, it's Tom Brady. But for me personally, as a leader, I would go at them in the locker room like, "Yo, you guys are horrible right now." I would, let them have it in the locker room, but not in public.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with him taking a knee in front of his offensive line and talking to them. I don't believe in yelling at people. I don't think that you get your point across any better. What happens is it makes you look like a mean asshole. So don't yell at people. Don't yell at your peers. These are guys who are blocking their ass off for you. And if it wasn't for them, you'd be dead. Okay, because you're 45 years old and you look like a fucking skeleton. Stop this shit. Yeah, this guy looks old.
Listen, you guys know I love him, but he is looking a little too like, what's going on? Like, have a burger.
Some more avocado ice cream, you freaking nature. Jesus Christ.
So you can put avocado or guacamole on the burger. Right?
Yes.
Just do that.
Right, do something. But he shouldn't. No, he should not be. I would not do that, Nikki, to answer your question. And I've been in that position before because I've played quarterback and yada yada. Not at a high level, obviously, but I have never once yelled at a teammate. I have always actually taken the blame, even if it wasn't my fault. But like Dee said, you go in the locker room. If you want to let out your frustrations there, then do it there. Don't do it in front of everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've been someone who's gotten frustrated before and yelled at a teammate and learned from that. And this was in high school. I wasn't 45 years old. So this is something so him at 45 years old doing it for everybody, just like, really, my guy?
Didn't sit well. All right, so Nikki's locking in Green Bay. Let's see if they can get right after a couple of terrible losses, but they're playing a terrible team in the Commanders. One of the teams that beat Green Bay recently, just last week, the Jets, 27-10. I still don't know how that happened. I watched a lot of the games, but Quinnen Williams was a monster. Special teams played well.
You gotta love Sauce Gardner putting on the cheese head.
Oh, that was great.
I love Allen Lazard more knocking it off. That was even better. That was great.
But I gotta love a villain. Like, cornerbacks always going to come with, the ultimate confidence. They're probably the most confident guys on the team. And you gotta love Sauce Gardner being a villain. And he's backing it up. He's playing awesome out there. So I love that.
He's playing.
You gotta love the villains. We all need villains in life. That's what keeps it spicy and juicy.
Of course, good and evil. It balances out the universe. That's exactly what I'm not calling him evil. I'm joking around, obviously. But Sauce Gardner, he is just playing lights out, and nobody's talking about it really because Breece Hall is like, we're talking about right now for the Jets. They can have the offensive and defensive rookies of the year in Breece Hall and in Sauce Gardner. It's very possible because Breece Hall has taken a lot of carries now away from Michael Carter. They're running the 49er kind of style of offense. And as long as Zach Wilson don't make mistakes, I mean, they're kind of like the Giants in a lot of ways. Run the ball, play tough defense. They had a couple of turnovers.
That's my one worry about them. Wilson still doesn't look great, but
No.
outside of that, they're playing very well.
They're playing well, and right now he's really not making mistakes. And Denver's got despite all of Denver's shortcomings, they have a tough defense. And I don't know how they're holding it together. I really don't. So points going to be hard to come by in this game, Nikki, where the Jets are on the road in Mile High.
Yeah. Oh, and I just thought of a bragging right. It was from the summer, but I did say that the Jets are going to run a very 49ers style of offense. And to look for that, it was taking a few weeks, but so more props to 3rd and 3. We were right about something again, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm just going to edge to the Jets on this one just for better coaching. Like, I do not like Nathaniel Hackett. He can't hack it. I don't know what the fuck is going on over there, but give me the Jets 20, Denver 17. I don't know in 2.5 years if I've ever picked the Jets. So
I got to say, it's the weirdest thing. It's like an automatic. You look at the Jets, like, okay, loss, but not now. They are absolutely a better football team than the Broncos. Look, again, the Denver D has a better defense than the Jets right now, but the Jets have a good enough defense where they can beat up Nathaniel Hackett's crappy running offense with a bad offensive line and Russell Wilson just not being Russell Wilson. I got the Jets on the road, and look, I don't know if this is a trap game for the Jets, if you want to call it that, but I don't think that they're allowing themselves to play that. I think they're playing with a solid confidence of not being cocky, but confident. So, yeah, I like the Jets 23-16 in this game. I'm with Nikki.
Yeah, you can make this a trifecta. That's probably the first trifecta on the Jets in our podcast history for sure. But I'm going with the Jets. I'm going to go 14-9. I think it's going to be an ugly game. That Broncos defense, like you said, is still very good. But I think it's going to be ugly. So I'm 14-9 Jets.
14-9? Okay.
Love it. I love the score. Love it. That's right up my alley right there. Yeah, man, don't sleep on the Jets. Nobody's snoozing on them right now. If you got to come to play to beat the Jets this time. This is a different Jets team, and they are nothing but on the rise right now. Really amazing stuff. All right, next game is probably going to be one of the least watched games of the afternoon, but the Houston Texans play the Las Vegas Raiders, where look, we're talking about a 1-3-1 team in Houston, and we're talking about the Raiders who are 1-4 right now. They both had byes last week, I believe, so they're both fresh coming in. And the better team to me is the Raiders, Damian. So I think they should win this game at home pretty easily. I like a blowout, really, like 31-14. I got them beating them up pretty bad. So I'm going to lock in Vegas on this one.
Okay, I can see why you say that. Vegas is another team where I just don't trust them enough to be like they should, blow a team out. Houston's not good at all, for sure. I got Vegas winning, but I'm gonna go 21-16 Vegas.
All right, so a little bit closer. Nikki, what do you say?
Yeah, trifecta it up. I have Vegas 33, Houston 21.
All right, and you were out of your locks. D and I have 2. We got 1 left each as we continue to make our picks and go through week 7 over here. Next week Seahawks Chargers, which might be pretty entertaining. Neither one can play really great defense. Neither one can really stop the run. So we could see Kenneth Walker doing his thing again this weekend, D. We could see Austin Eckler doing his thing, and Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, Metcalf, Michael Williams, Keenan Allen can't get into the lineup, and we're seeing more Gerald Everett and Josh Palmer trying to come around. But I think if they focus more on Eckler, that the Chargers should be able to win this game, and I think they will at home, 29-21.
Okay. I'm going with the Chargers in this one, 24-21. But this one could go either way, like you were saying, because both of those defenses are so bad. Yeah. So I wouldn't be shocked if it went the other way, but I'm going to go with the Chargers, and that's another team that's just weird this year. Like, why? We talked about it a little bit earlier, but why are they just not good? That defense.
You know why? You really have to ask.
Staley, yeah.
That's it.
It just makes no sense with the talent they have, man, for them not to be good. And Herbert looks like he's regressing.
Mhm.
It does. I know. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem as pinpoint solid anymore. I mean, I know Rashawn Slater being out, that kind of hurts him. So he's maybe worried about his blind side a little bit more. And let's not forget, he's playing with cracked ribs. So how much that affects him is another thing,
Mhm.
So
That's true.
tough one over there. Tough one. So, all right. We both got the Chargers, Nikki. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers, but not very comfortably. I really could see Seattle pulling this out.
They could.
Let me see. Got it. 34-27. I think the points are scored because you can't play defense. So
Yeah. Got to figure it out. You got to be able to stop the run. I mean, practice. I don't know what they do in practice. They just walk around in shorts and a helmet, and
I think so.
really weird. Hey, I would love to see what one of Brandon Staley's practices are actually like, and how much he's actually even involved in the thing. He's probably just sitting on the sideline, like playing, I don't know, like with his phone or some crap like that. He's a child. Anyway, let's move on to big boy football over here. But my 49ers are hosting the Chiefs this week, guys, and I'll talk about it I'll try to make it like a 20-second thing. When Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw are out on the defensive line, those are all your best players. Trent Williams, best left tackle in the game, out. Mike McGlinchey went out at right tackle in that game. Jeff Wilson Jr. putting the ball on the ground. We are in big trouble right now because we're not healthy. I was asked on Smitty Sports Machine, should we change the way we play football? No, we just need to get healthy. That's the whole point. That's the key, not beat ourselves. Against the Chiefs this week, I don't see it happening. The 49ers will play better defense. The Chiefs will have to try to score points in many different ways because the 49ers are crafty, even despite us losing guys. But overall, Nikki, I got to go with the Chiefs, man. They're coming off a loss to the Bills, 24-16, Kansas City.
Yeah, I really just think Mahomes is just going to outplay Jimmy G. I have Kansas City 27, San Fran 23. So not super, somewhat close.
Yeah, that's the understatement of the year. Mahomes now playing Jimmy G.
Yeah.
You could go ahead and make this one a trifecta. Kansas City 24-14.
All right.
Whoa. Okay.
I still believe in 49ers, though. I think they're going to get healthy as the year goes along. So if I was a 49ers fan like Jay and like our friend Mike, I wouldn't panic about the 49ers.
And that's exactly what I tweeted after the game. I said, guys, this is a fabrication. We had everybody out, and Atlanta, they just like really – so chill. Wait till we get our guys back. Not that I believe in Jimmy G, but I believe in the team around him. Anyway, we got a couple games left, Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. Miami Dolphins get Tua back. I believe that is a huge thing for them, whether you want to call it confidence or just a familiarity, because between Skylar Thompson and freaking, Teddy Bridgewater in and out, that was a whole mess right there. They need to get back on track right now. They're hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, again, beat Tampa Bay. Kenny Pickett, is he going to be back in after this whole concussion crap? I don't know, but are the Steelers going to get right all of a sudden, Damian, or are the Dolphins going to get back to being right after winning their first three and then losing their last three?
Miami's going to do what I thought Tampa Bay was going to do. Miami's going to get right against Pittsburgh this week. This is my third lock, Miami to beat Pittsburgh. I'm going Miami 24, Pittsburgh 15.
Okay. So you like Miami in this one big time over here. All right, let's see. They got to get more healthy on the back end, but they seem like the more complete team, or at least they've been playing that way, Nikki.
Yeah, plus the Steelers pass rush is like completely banged up. So I'm going to go Miami 27, Pittsburgh 24.
Oh, Amanda's saying go Dolphins. She's all over that. So You got Miami. Dee's got Miami. I got Miami. What was my final score over here as Tua comes back? And I think it's going to be a close one on Sunday Night Football, 23-20. So we are all on the Dolphins. And now we got our last game, Monday Night Football. I don't know why they scheduled this game, but the Bears are playing the Patriots. Okay. So I guess we'll watch it because that's the only game I'm on.
This whole week, prime time. I'm a Saints fan, so of course I'm excited for the Saints-Cardinals game. But
you can get that.
Saints-Cardinals, I could see at the beginning of the year why you thought that would be a good game. But Pittsburgh, Miami, Chicago, New England, for your prime time matchups.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Chicago, New England.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, we're stuck with it. We have to watch it. And to me, guys, we're going to have to watch Justin Fields get beat up with a bad offensive line. The Patriots playing really tough defense. running the ball with Ramondre Stevenson. The Bears are not going to be able to stop him. This is my final lock. New England wins this one. No problem. 27-13, D.
Yeah, I got New England 24-10 in this one. And quick question. Am I overstepping by saying that New England has a true QB controversy?
No, I'm with you.
Like Zappy's good. This isn't just
Yeah.
like, oh, the defense is dominating and Zappy's not making mistakes. No, Zappy's really playing out there, throwing dimes. Like at times, you're like, Mac Jones, I don't think he can make some of these plays that Zappy is making.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It looks different with him. Like Mac Jones, like he's a little quirky, when he gets the ball and, his feet get he gets some happy feet sometimes.
Yeah.
Zappy just looks fluid. Like he takes his drop, he hits his back foot, and bam, the ball is out. And he's not turning the ball over. I mean, Bill Belichick, look, he brought in Tom Brady over Drew Bledsoe. He's got no problem making this, even though Mac Jones was a first-round pick last year. So you know what?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick has been known to ride the hot hand, Nikki. So maybe he sticks with him.
He probably will, right? And I know everybody wants to say that Dallas has the quarterback controversy, but no, it's in New England. It's not in Dallas. Hi, Nee. How are you?
Yeah, what's up, Nick?
So I'm gonna have New England 31, Chicago 14, and I like the Pats to cover the 9.
Sounds like it. Yeah, that's a beatdown. I'm with
sure.
you. I think it's a beatdown also. Yeah, at 27-13, maybe I'm being generous. In New England, Bill Belichick is such a damn good coach. He really is. Like, I know they're not playing juggernauts right now, but even that Green Bay game where I know Green Bay was saying, but they stuck in that game all the way till the very end, and they just, they beat up on Detroit. Now they're going to beat up on Chicago, and to me, it's just amazing. And again, normal people can't name 3 guys on that entire football team. It just shows what a great coach he is.
But he does that all the time, right? New England's like that. But believe it or not, there was a time where nobody knew who the hell Tom Brady was.
That's right. I mean,
always no-name guys that are just having remember nobody knew who Sony Michel was, and then he just has a couple career games, and now he just turns these nobodies into household names. That's what he does. It's
amazing. I mean, Tom Brady was battling with, I think it was Chad Henne in college in Michigan. Just amazing. He wasn't even supposed to be a starter for nothing. He comes in and bam. Again, he should be giving Mo Lewis his half of his game check every single time for knocking out Drew Bledsoe in that game. Unreal. What a story. That they will make a movie about that someday, but he refuses to retire, so they have to keep waiting.
The hit that changed history, I think, should be the name.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I like
That's a good
that.
one.
Okay, but you need to patent that or something, because if this comes out, the hit that changed history,
it will. It will. You know what's going to come out? They steal everything from us. They can't help it. They have no minds left of their own. They need it.
What if we just came up with a show and pitched it?
We should.
We should do that. Yes. Yeah. We should. Yeah. We should get all the rights to it and do. Yeah. The whole. Yeah. We should do that.
We should pitch that rival show that you said. Remember we did that show and we talked about the different ideas.
Yes.
So
And people like it because it's still my most watched video on TikTok. Talking about doing a rival.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Love it. Love it.
Okay, we got to place our bets now, right, D?
Yeah, it's time to do that, guys. Obviously last week not great. We did give you Broncos Chargers under. Bills Chiefs did not go over, and a little bit of a surprise. And again, I don't like locking in.
Tony Romo, he actually called that round the money during the game. He said he said it's gonna be a 24-20 type game.
Oh, okay. Well, he got that right.
He's such a good commentator.
He is good. I think Jim Nantz gets real tired of him though, because he talks over him.
I can see how Tony Romo probably could be a little irritating because he's so energetic. So he's a good guy, but I can see how if you're around him all the time, you're like, all right, man. I can see that.
Take it down a notch.
Tony Romo overspoke Jim Nantz at one point, and Jim Nantz was saying, "Okay, I'm going to get back to my point now," very sarcastically, "All right, Dick, shut up and let me."
Does you could tell he gets annoyed with him, but I want to see Romo. Oh, how to say? Can he ever do a guest spot on the Manning Cast? That would be so.
That would be fun.
Oh,
that would be fun to watch him and Manning just going crazy about the game or some mistake happening. That would be funny to watch for sure.
Yeah, him and Eli can definitely do some reminiscing. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Very cool. Well, we got to get to this week's bets now. What are we going to do over here, guys? I'll tell you games that I like. I want to hear what you guys like, of course. We're going to go around. I'll give you my three first. I do like the Saints a lot this week. Thursday night, I know they're on the road, and I know that we're going, pick the home team a lot, but that doesn't always seem to work out necessarily. For the last couple of weeks, the road team has won. So I like the Saints plus 1.5. I like the over in that same game. It's 44.5. And the way that both defenses have been playing, I got to imagine points are going to be scored in that game. I think my final score for that game was 27-23. So I highly believe in that. And the last one I got, guys, is the under in Detroit, Dallas. It's 48 points. And that's kind of high. And I think that Dallas just getting Dak back and the defense that they play against Detroit, I think that game will go under. So Saints plus 1.5 in that same game, over 44.5 against Arizona. And then I like Detroit, Dallas under 48. So Nikki, what do you got?
Yeah, so I like the Bengals to cover the 6 at home against Atlanta. I like the Giants and the points, and I like the under in Jets Broncos. It is 39.5.
Okay,
you heard my score on that one, so I definitely like the under on that one.
I like that.
Like 9 points.
I like that. What did I have that score at myself? 23-16. That's 39 on the dot, but I can see it being lower. I like that. I like that one. What do you got, Dave?
Jay, 2 out of your 3 are on my list. The over on Saints Arizona. I like that one, and the under on Detroit Dallas. So both of those are on my list. I actually have a player prop on my list this today too. Alvin Kamara over 63.5 rushing yards. The Saints have been running the ball a lot lately, and he's been the last 2 games, 103 yards, 99 yards last week. So they've been getting him more and more involved. And last week, Arizona gave up a bunch of rushing yards to your guy, Kenneth Walker. So I think that continues this week with Alvin Kamara. And a couple others that I like. Giants, plus 3. Come on. Plus 3 at Jacksonville. And the Jets only plus 1 at Denver. I like that one as well.
Yeah, I think the Jets might win outright. And we have to
give
this
shout out to Amanda.
That's beautiful. We hope you watch every night. That's awesome. And of course, Realism Sports. You kidding me? I had him on last week. He's freaking great. Love Terrell. He's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Yes, really appreciate it. Love that. That means the world to us. Trust me. That's
really does.
We do this for our own therapy, but the fact that other people get a kick out of it means a lot. It really does. Okay, we got to pick. D, I think that we have to at least go with one of ours that we're matching together over here. I like the under in the Jets Broncos game. I love the under in Detroit Dallas. I like the over in New Orleans Arizona. Nikki, which one of these is getting at you?
I like the over in that New Orleans Arizona game.
So we can all agree that it'll probably go over 44.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
over.
Make that one. So we can make that part of the parlay.
Yep, that's right. Parlay, another thing that we need to patent over here.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we got Arizona.
Do you love the under for Detroit Dallas, Nikki?
What is it at?
It's 48.5 is high.
48.5.
That is really high. I like the under on that one.
Me too. I like it a lot, actually. I'm thinking this is a low scoring game. I forgot what score you guys had it at, but I had
21-14 Dallas.
Yeah, I had it low scoring too. So we can do that.
Yeah, I got a 23-20. So I'm all about that. And do we want to throw in one more?
Sure.
You know what?
Try.
We're giving the Giants some love this episode.
Yeah, let's go.
You want to do it?
Giants.
Even though I have Jacksonville, I only have them winning by 2 points by my stupid math. So I'm down.
Okay. So our parlay, we have Giants plus 3 at Jacksonville. The over on Saints Arizona. You said it was 44.5?
44.5.
And the under for Detroit Dallas at 48.5.
I like it. I feel good about this one. I like it.
Feeling lucky.
Parlay is in, guys. Parlay is in this week. All right.
Somebody asked me on Twitter because I had retweeted that somebody put a picture up of Brian Dable, and I said, "You guys saw it because I tagged 3rd and 3." Oh, it was my prediction coach here. Somebody was like, "Do you have lottery Do you have a lot?
Yeah.
Maybe keep watching 3rd and 3. Maybe one day one of us will.
You never know.
I saw a hilarious tweet. Someone tweeted out that Brian Dable is the best fat guy in New York history since Notorious B.I.G.
That's great. That's great. I love that. Yeah, either him or Tony Soprano. Well, I was actually Jersey, so we got.
That's Jersey.
That is Jersey.
Watch it now.
That's
Watch it now.
She's like, "Don't Sopranos is Jersey. Don't
That's
take
right.
away our great.
Don't take it away from us.
Don't take it away from us. You got to take everything.
Don't take away the worst ending to a show in history.
Oh, I agree with you.
Why did they do that?
God.
I still got to go back and watch that one.
Wait, you haven't watched The Sopranos?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, then we got.
What?
We
I
got
think when The Sopranos was like airing live, this is what, early 2000s when it was airing live.
Yeah. Early 2000s.
Yeah, so I wasn't old enough to really appreciate.
Yeah, Damien was like 7. That's right.
Well, okay. First watch Love is Blind as we discussed, and then start The Sopranos.
I will. I definitely got to watch because I know it's a great show because it's a consensus great show that everybody agrees is great, but a lot of people do say the ending was horrible.
Horrible.
Yes. Just despite that, you'll be binge watching. You'll probably watch 3 episodes at a time, no problem. You'll get through it in a few weeks easily. You really will.
Okay.
What were they? 5 seasons, I think, maybe something like that.
Is it 5 or 6? I think.
Something like that.
No, I'll definitely, like I said, I'll put it in for sure to watch because there's so much stuff on HBO Max, but I'll definitely go ahead and get The Sopranos in there for sure.
Get that bad out. Definitely do it. All right, we got one more thing before we call it a night over here, and that would be our Freaky Fantasy Football Draft. And it was a much closer battle this week, guys. We have scores of 48, 52, and 64. I was the one with 64. So I won this week. Damien, you had 52, Nikki 48. So right now, as it stands, I have 3 wins. Nikki's got 2, D with 1. And that's for Freaky Fantasy Football. That was week 6 last week, but it's a brand new week. I get to pick the order. And I think, well, look, I've been going first and I've been winning, so I'm going to keep that going, but I'm going to switch you guys around this time. Nikki's in the middle. Damien will go last and make his round robin picks over there. So I'll go first. Here we go. Freaky Fantasy Football Draft in the house. Let's do it. If Tampa Bay is going to get right, they're going to have to run the ball a lot. Give me Leonard Fournette for my first pick, Damien.
Okay. He's definitely getting opportunities for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as getting the chances, that's a good pick. You said Nikki's going second, right?
I'm sorry. Yes, I did. My bad. Nikki's second.
Oh, God. Well, I guess, let me take a chance here. I'm going to get Kenneth Walker.
It's a great pick.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Yeah, definitely a swipe right there.
Right.
It's a good pick. He runs mean, man.
He does.
You get
And
swiped every week.
that
No matter
does.
what order you go. You go
Yeah, I
first,
do.
somebody will swipe them.
It's a good thing you're married, because if you were on Tinder, man, you would just be swiped out of town.
For sure. No, that was a great pick right there. So I gotta go with my backup, which is the other running back in that game. Give me Austin Eckler against Seattle.
Oh, well, that's a great pick also.
Let me actually write this down this week, because I did not write down, I think, the pick a couple weeks. So I hope I don't double pick somebody.
I'm still keeping track, guys.
Okay.
And then for my second pick, I said that Denver's only going to score 9 points. So give me the Jets defense.
Okay, Jets.
Oh, I like that.
See the timing, Jets. Not bad over there. That makes sense. They are getting some turnovers. Yo, what up, Trey? What's happening? Nick J. Dame. I like
Hey.
it. All right. So that's D's first couple of picks. Now Nikki's going. She's got Kenneth Walker the third. Who are you going to go with now?
Devontae Adams. I don't think I've taken him.
I took him. He got 2 catches for like 10 yards.
Yeah, that one. This is a good week to take him against Houston, though.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Let's see what I would like to do here. I'm going to take Michael Pittman, actually. I think he's going to do some things in this game, even though I like Tennessee to win it. I think Michael Pittman Jr. is going to do some stuff, so I'll take him for wide receiver.
Yeah, I wish I saved him. I took him too early.
How'd he do the week you took him?
Horrible. I blew my load too early on that one.
It always works out like that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And yeah, New England's been playing pretty good. I'll take Hunter Henry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, oh God, we have 17 tight ends we got to take. I'm going to try to get one in the right week over here. So let me go Henry.
Yeah.
I think he scored last week, and see if he gets in the end zone again. All right, Nikki, you got your third pick. You got Walker and Adams.
All right. Well, I'll take the Patriots defense.
Good pick.
Yeah,
Good pick.
no doubt about it. Very nice against the
Patriots.
freaking Bears. Oh my God, they're probably going to score like 35 points. Jeez,
I hope so.
I'm going to pick him in FanDuel for sure. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
pick.
That's
Nice.
for sure.
All right, D, you got two right now. So you got the Jets defense and Austin Eckler.
All right. I said that Miami was going to get right this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a duo. Give me Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill.
Not bad right there. I like it. I like it. All right. So you're a tight end away, which you're going to come back and pick in a little bit. Nikki's got Kenneth Walker III, Devontae Adams, and the Patriots defense looking good so far. You need a quarterback and a tight end. Which one are you going to take first?
Yeah, I guess let me get Derek Carr. Combo it up here.
Yeah.
See how we do.
Do the combo thing. That's what's
Yeah.
up right there. That's the way to do it. All right, I get to close my team out now. I need a quarterback and a defense. You took the Patriots already, so you swiped me on that. The Jets are already gone. I got double swiped. Gosh. Wow. Yeah, I think again, with you with the Dolphins, they get right. I think they're going to get right on defense also. So let me take Miami's defense against the Steelers. I think they can get a couple of turnovers there. And as far as a quarterback goes, I had Carr. That was a swipe right there. I think I know I'm going to take this week, but let me just double check. Yeah, you know what? Lamar Jackson's going to ball out. I haven't taken Lamar yet. I'm going to go with Lamar. He's going to be my quarterback this week. So I got Lamar, Fournette, Pittman, Henry, and Miami. Nikki, you got Derek Carr, Kenneth Walker, Devontae Adams, Patriots defense. You need a tight end.
That I do. Let me go hometown pick here. Daniel Bellinger.
Okay.
Oh.
Belly up. Bellinger in the house. All right. That completes Nikki's team. She's got Carr, Walker, Adams, Bellinger, and the Patriots defense. Damien, we need a tight end from you.
I'm gonna go with Hayden Hurst. I think that Atlanta, and I know Atlanta's giving up the third most points to opposing tight ends. So I think that he'll have a really good game in that one.
You know, I was going to pick Hayden Hurst. I was a little worried because he's questionable, even though I hear he's going to play. So obviously, if he doesn't, you'll be able to switch your pick before game time.
Yeah.
But he's going back to Atlanta, where he played for a couple of years too. You know, when guys go back to their home, you know, their former team, they seem to ball out. So that's a pretty good pick right there. Not bad at all. All right, we got our teams in. We're locked in for week 7. Our best bets, our picks. Guys, listen to us now. We're going forward. You know, there's no more under 500. Our best bets are going to come in. Our locks are coming in. We know what teams are doing what now, so we got our stuff together. Even though it's all jumbled after the Bills, Philadelphia Eagles, and who am I missing? And the Chiefs right now. And you got to figure the Chiefs are going to come back strong. And just a bad week to play my 49ers. Damn, gosh. Oh, well, got to deal with it.
You guys got your stuff together. I'm just having a bad year, but that's okay.
Well, we'll see how it all shakes out, guys. So we'll be back next week. But before that, Nick, what's happening with you? Anything interesting to tell the folks?
Always just doing a bunch of stuff. Of course, Tuesday nights, live for, oh my God, what's it called? Oh, The Trenches, which is
too many shows, guys. Too many shows.
Football. We're live at 6:45, followed by 8 o'clock is New York Giants Rush. We are working on some pretty big things there. We got big event coming up for you guys. We are teasing it. We will have a current Giants player event for you. So stay tuned to the Giants guys for that. Of course, Wednesday, I am here. Sunday mornings, Channel Side Bets. I am back. I was off for 2 weeks, 11:30 a.m. Hey, fun fact, I have lost every week since I started that show. So now the joke is just tune in to watch Nikki lose and spin like the punishment wheel or whatever. So I don't know. They're going to give me a hard time on Sunday. And then, of course, I have little guest spots here and there. Courtney's show apparently on Saturday. I'll be there. Full Monty before Channel Side Bets this Sunday. So, you know, I'm everywhere. I'll let you guys know, of course. And follow me on all social media at NikkiNick9384.
There you go. You'll find out. You follow her, then you'll know exactly where she's going to be so you can tune in. No doubt about it. And my man D, rocking it out everywhere you go, bro. Beautiful stuff, man. What's next on the list for you?
Oh man, thank you guys so much. So please follow me on all social media platforms at The Real Deal WDA. I am doing daily content, especially with basketball starting. My Pelicans right now are putting a whooping on the Brooklyn Nets. If you are interested in that, 35-22. So hopefully I didn't jinx that, but we'll see if that stays there. But I'm going to be doing basketball content each and every day. I'm going to be doing, like today I did my first Real Deal box score breakdown where I go over the box score and see exactly why the box score was that way. I'll be doing those pretty much daily. You'll see boxing breakdowns. You'll get Real Deal bets. So make sure you follow me at The Real Deal WDA. My podcast, The Real Deal with Damian Adams, comes out each and every week, along with the 3rd and 3 podcast, GSMC boxing, GSMC basketball. So you follow and listen to those podcasts. You will stay healthy. You will look young. Jason and Nikki, they look younger than I do, and they're older than me. You know why they look younger than I do? Because they listen to my podcast. That's why they look younger than I do. All right. It's about your Peloton, your Pilates, and listen to podcasts. All right.
Yes.
Listen to my podcast. You'll stay young. You'll stay in your chi, your center. Right. You won't be stressed out. Nikki's not stressed because she listens to my podcast. So go ahead and subscribe to The Real Deal with Damian Adams, GSMC boxing and GSMC basketball. And the 3rd and 3 podcast, you're already listening to us. Please tell your friends about this and let this continue so you can help others out as well. You don't want to just keep it to yourself. Don't be selfish. Share it. All right. Share it with your friends and family so they can know about it as well. All right.
No doubt, bro.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of basketball, stay tuned because the ladies are coming. I am going to join the female Knicks content creators. So stay tuned for basketball season with me. You're not getting rid of me. I'm just going to roll right into Knicks season.
I feel like the Knicks are going to mess up your positive energy, though. Like the Giants are giving you all this positive energy.
Yeah, they might.
The Knicks, I feel like the Knicks are going to mess up your positive energy.
They might. They're going to mess up my chi. We'll see how it goes. If I get too aggravated, I might just have to step away.
I am not ready for the Knicks season right now. The Knicks season ended in the playoffs. I'm really not ready for this. I can't take the abuse for the next 6 months. It's going to be impossible. The 49ers have to do something to help me out here. I'm going to have a horrible, horrible winter. Oh, God. Anyway, winter is coming, as they say.
But at least you get like 80-degree winter. So
yes, that is true. The humidity finally goes away. It's beautiful. I'm on the beach while you guys are shoveling freaking snow. I love it.
It's true.
Oh, man. All right. So, hey, we'll be back. Same time, same channel next week, 3rd and 3.
Let people know where they can follow you at, Jay.
Yeah. What's up with Jeopardy and stuff?
If they can't freaking read, then I got no help for them.
They might be listening to the audio. Maybe they're in the car.
That's true. That's true. Well, I'm at Sports Profit One, and that is the profit like I see in the future, not profit making money. But I might have to change that after all these freaking parlays that I've been it has been working out. So you best be listening to that. Got to listen to that. Yes, NFL Jeopardy. Throw in a DM if you want to be a contestant on the show. No doubt about it. Have some fun. And, of course, Power 32 podcast. Yeah, we'll be kicking that around during the year. Have different guests on. If it's football, if it's fun, it's here. That's where we got it. And, again, it's all about 3rd and 3 podcast Wednesday nights. We'll be back. We'll be doing it all for you guys. Can't wait. Let's have a great week 7. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.